Eurovision Day to all of my people around the world. This morning or afternoon, wherever you are, we have breaking news. So, Joost Klein from the Netherlands has been officially disqualified from Eurovision 2024. So, if you were paying attention yesterday, Joost was there for the flag parade at the very beginning of the jury day um, rehearsal, dress rehearsal. Um, but he was then announced that he was not going to be performing, and his ability to qualify had been in question. So all of yesterday, there were a bunch of rumors going around. If you were on Twitter, if you were on Reddit, it was a lot was happening. There were a lot of different theories of what was gone from uh, there being a physical altercation with a photographer. We just had there were just so many different theories that were going on as to why Juice was not allowed to be at the jury day dress rehearsal. But now we have official word, or I guess official, to what happened. This article is coming from EurovisionWorld.com. We're going to read through it a little bit, but more specifically, we are going to read the statement. So let's go ahead, let's get started. So the title is Joost Klein from the Netherlands disqualified from Eurovision 2024. The EBU, the European Broadcasting Union, has issued a statement. The Dutch, oh sorry, that's my cat. If you can hear my cat, the Dutch artist Joost Klein will not be competing in the grand final of this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Swedish police have investigated a complaint made by a female member of the production crew after an incident following his performance in Thursday night's semifinal. While the legal process takes its course, it would not be appropriate for him to continue in the contest. We would like to make it clear that, contrary to some media reports and social media speculation, this incident did not involve any other performer or delegation member. We maintain a zero tolerance policy towards inappropriate behavior at our event and are committed to maintaining a safe and secure working environment for all staff at the contest. In light of this, Joost Klein's behavior towards a team member is deemed in breach of the contest rules. The grand final of the 68th Eurovision Song Contest will proceed with 25 participating songs. So what that's saying is that not only has he been removed, they're not even going to replace him. And I think there had been like speculation yesterday that maybe Aiko from, I think it's Czechia. Someone corrected me yesterday, but it's early, so I'm trying to remember how you say it specifically, or the Czech Republic. There had been, little rumors going on like Reddit or whatever that she had been performing and like maybe she was going to be inserted in, but it seems like that's not what is going to happen. I do want to say, so I literally woke up, rolled over, opened TikTok, and this talking and TikTok talking about this was the very first thing that I saw. And I was reading through some of the comments, and the comments were very pro Juiced. And I just want to say, if we're in a position where a female team member or female staff felt it necessary to report Juiced, I think that should be taken seriously. However, on the other side, I do understand the environment of today, the environment of this specific Eurovision, and why it may feel like targeting to other people who are watching, given that Europapa was one of the contenders or like one of the favorites going into Eurovision today, only for him to be disqualified this morning. It does give the impression that something is wrong, or maybe he's being unfairly targeted, especially given how outspoken he was against a specific delegation. I do not want this. I do not want this video to get like shadow banned or anything like that. So we're trying to be very careful. But going on, we have a small statement from the Dutch Public Broadcasting. They say they regret the disqualification of Joost Klein. The NPO, the Dutch Public Broadcasting, considers this a very drastic decision. This is a disappointment for the millions of Eurovision fans in the Netherlands and other European countries. We will extensively evaluate the course of events after the Eurovision Song Contest with, oh God, our Avrotors, okay, the EBU and all other parties involved. But it seems like the Netherlands, though they won't be able to perform, they will still be able to give points at the end of the grand final. So it seems like they're just going to skip from Luxembourg directly to Israel. And that is the end of this article. Guys, people, they, thems, what do you think of what has happened or the things that have led to it yesterday into today? What do you think about the flow of events that happened? I personally, one, if the article is saying, and not just the article, but the statement is saying that it happened, or whatever the incident was, it happened on Thursday after the show, right? Which doesn't make sense to me because Friday, Juice was still allowed to be in the flag parade before he was told that he couldn't perform. So if the incident happened on Thursday, why is it that Friday night he's still allowed to participate in some of the activities from, if you take what you see on Twitter and Reddit as factual or leaning factual, Juice was still allowed to be at the event center. I'm not understanding if it wasn't serious enough for him to be barred from coming into the event center, if it wasn't serious enough for him to be barred from being at the flag or being there for the flag ceremony, I'm not understanding what would then make it so bad that 15 minutes later he couldn't be in the dress rehearsal. Like maybe it was an agreement between the two factions, between like the EBU and the Dutch delegation. Like I'm not understanding what the severity of it is. And also, when we're talking about the severity, you're saying, on one hand, you're saying that it was like a verbal confrontation, it was a verbal threat that was made, and then you're also saying that the Swedish police were involved. Like it just seems like a gross escalation to the entire situation. I can understand reporting it to HR or whoever the coordinators were, the staff reporting it to her bosses or whatever. But I cannot understand getting the Swedish police involved and releasing a statement about the Swedish police being involved and doing an investigation, and then the next day, and letting speculation run wild amongst the social media streets, and then the very next day saying it was just a verbal altercation. I'm shook by that. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. That is nuts, in my personal opinion. But that is my opinion. I think if it was serious enough to be reported, I think we should respect that and we should take that seriously. But the way that it was handled by the EBU and overall, and just kind of like letting speculation run wild for 24 hours for no reason, when they honestly made their own decision. They definitely had their own decision already. Like, I don't understand this, like, making this such a mess. Just this should have been taken care of, wrapped up yesterday. And that's my personal opinion. But I want to hear what your opinions about what has happened, what has occurred, the EBU's decision. Please let me know down below, because I know I'm not the only one that's literally just like, what is happening? So please get down in the comments. Today, after Eurovision, I will be having another live just to recap it, just like I do every year. So I hope to see you later, and have a good day. See you tonight. Bye.